All right, what's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna show you how to test your car's charging system using one of two tools. Today we're gonna be using a battery load tester and a multimeter. I'm gonna show you how to use both tools. If you already have one, great. If not, you can go to the store and get these relatively cheap. So the first tool we're gonna be using is a battery load tester. You can get this from Harbor Freight, Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, whichever auto parts store is local to you. Most of the time you can get one of these, or you can order one online. And the second tool we're gonna be using is a multimeter. This one is actually a fluke meter. You can actually get these from pretty much any auto parts store as well. Both of these tools are very common. So first things first, we're gonna test the battery and the charging system using this battery load tester. All right, so the first thing you wanna do when using the battery load tester, this is gonna be the first test we do, is you wanna have the car off and everything off inside the vehicle. So you wanna take the positive lead and put it on the positive terminal, and you wanna take the negative lead and put it on the negative terminal. And you want to make sure these connections are clean, there's no corrosion, because that will give you a false reading. This voltage should be anywhere between 12.4 and 12.9 volts, and that's what a good battery should be at with no charge running through it. And the way you use this is you're going to want to press the switch to on, and you want to hold it there for just a few seconds. That's going to put a load on the battery as if the starter's being cranked over on the engine. So I'm going to press this for a few seconds, and if your battery drops anything below 9 to 10 volts, the battery is not good. So I'm just gonna hold this. And as you can see, it held a steady 10.9, 11 volts. So this battery is good. The way to load test the battery using a multimeter is you can take the multimeter, depending what brand multimeter you got, they will all look different. But this one is just V for voltage with a dashed line on the bottom and the solid line on the top. So what you want to do is you want to take the negative lead and put it on the negative terminal, and you want to take the positive lead and put it on the positive terminal. And as you can see, the battery's at 12.4 volts. Now, the way you can load test the battery with using just a multimeter and not a load tester is it's much easier with two people. You want to hold these leads on the battery, and like I said, when you crank the motor over and put a load on it, you don't want the battery voltage to go below 9.5 to 10 volts. So now I have somebody inside the vehicle who's gonna turn the car on. But it is gonna start. I wanna watch the voltage drop and see how low it goes. So as soon as he cranks this over, it should not go below 9.5. As you can see, it did not drop below 9.5. So this battery is tested good. What's good about using a battery load testing tool like this one here is you don't need two people to do it. You can just load test it just like that. So you've tested your car's battery and load tested it and confirmed that it is good. Now what you want to do is check your car's charging system. So I'm just gonna use the multimeter for this. It's the same thing with the charging tool, except this one's just gonna give me a digital reading. Take the negative lead, put it on the negative terminal again. And as you can see, 12.3. So what we're gonna wanna do is start the vehicle, and we're gonna wanna turn on the interior blower motor, the headlights, basically everything that draws a lot of power. See, headlights on, turn the high beams on. So we have everything on, we have the headlights on, high beams. You can turn the wipers on if you want as well, but the interior blower motor is on. So now what we're gonna do is test the voltage, and you want this to be above about 13.5 with everything on. So we're at 14.2, so the charging system is good. And you wanna turn the wipers on. So now we have the wipers going as well. So this is just like you're in a rainy day, rainy night. You got the headlights on, high beams, interior blower motor for the defrosters, the headlights and the windshield wipers. And we're still at 14.1. As you can see, the car's charging system is in good shape, so you can shut it down. So if you don't have a multimeter and all you have is your load testing tool, the only thing you're gonna be using on this is when it's connected to the battery on both terminals with these leads, you wanna have all of those options on again, and you're gonna be using this section on the end that says charging system. And as you can see, it's from about 13 volts, goes up to about 16. You want to be in that okay zone, which is the exact zone we were just in using the multimeter. I think the lowest we hit with everything on was 14.1. So the charging system and battery is good in this vehicle. It's always good to check your battery's voltage and load test it first. If your alternator goes bad because your charging system's not working, usually the reason for that is because your battery went bad and your alternator's trying extra hard to bring up the battery's voltage all the time. So that's always the easiest thing to do, and you can save yourself money in the long run. If you guys found this video helpful, feel free to drop a comment below of anything else you want to see. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.